We're going to put this little clip at the front of our videos today because we got a lot of emails saying, man, it was a choppy market. We got knocked out on the 1 hour chart. And, how do you stop getting stopped out? How do you just prevent that? And wow, folks, that's probably one of the biggest questions asked in trading. What I want to start with first is notice this little slide I have here. You lose some really big and you win some. And it's amazing how the losers just are so big, right? They're huge. They're always right in the forefront of your mind, and they're bigger than any of the wins you think possible. Over the last couple of weeks, if you go back and review the videos, we had winners that ran 70, 150, 140. We had several sessions of those, just awesome. We had some great trading sessions, some where there were no losers. Then we had some where we got a loser, and then we turned around and got us back in and got in the market. And then last night, the market just opted to, on the 1 hour basis, just spike us out. So I think it's really important to realize, number one, you cannot stop and prevent stop outs from happening. If that is your goal, wrap it up, close it up, and give your money to somebody to manage because it's not going to happen. To effectively learn how to trade and trade management and learn risk, that's what you can do. That's how you come out the winner at the week's end, at the month's end, and at the year's end. You cannot stop losers from happening. So you can filter them down to a certain point, but you cannot prevent them. And that's probably one of the biggest fears that everyone has. Well, I don't want to lose. Well, neither do I. But again, I've talked about this before. I love losing. It doesn't happen a whole lot, but I love losing because I know that the next winner is right around the corner. So look at how we've set this text up. This is how most people consider losing. It's just huge. It's all encompassing. It's right in front of their mind. They can't get away from it. And winning, well, it's this little thing that might be down here, might happen, and well, may never happen to me again because I've had a couple stop outs. Stop it. Just stop it already. Stop thinking that way. You have a high probability trading system. It's going to pay you over the long term. Don't let some price action over a few days throw you off your plan. So I really hope that you take this information to heart, and especially as you review some of the videos and we give some commentary on the upcoming videos that we're going to look for the trading examples as well as looking at some of the stop outs that came in the last session that we did. So I really hope you benefit from this information, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the video. All right, let's take a look at the pound dollar for the upcoming November the 11th session. And the biggest question today, after we look at this price action, look, up, down, up, down. 4-hour chart. Let's get in there, up, down, up, down. No love from any indicators in here, still bullish. I should put this trend line from the 4-hour on here. This trend line that price seems to be following. All right, so the big question of the day, what in the world happened with the pound dollar? Who knows? Who cares? It just did what it did, right? And to answer your question, and this is going to be go to reasonableness. Remember, a close below this level is what we're looking for on the 1-hour chart for a sell. Not a close like this, not 100 and some pip candle. That is, just think about the average. How far does price usually move on the pound in a given day? And how much did it move in that 1 hour? Not a chance we're going to get a lot of follow through on that. So, like we said, we can only present these lessons to you as the market gives you this information. We don't hold out on you, right? It's better learned in the real market. Let's extend this out. So, big drop like that, we're done with the pound pretty much for the session. That's all I got to say about that. That's a 1-hour monster candle, and usually there's something going in the market. It was just whatever it was, who knows, who cares? That's what price did. There's 1,000 different news reporters out there writing 1,001 different stories. Who cares? Move on. Just look for your next trade with your technical setup, right? There's anybody. Remember, newscasters, news writers. What do they all have to take? Creative writing. They got to think of some way to sell commercial time, right? So they got to have a good story, All of a sudden, when you heard the news, in the U.S. stock market, oh yeah, we see green shoots. All of a sudden, oh, everybody liked that. Somebody coined green shoots, and that became the thing to say. Whatever the best writer comes up with, they all gravitate towards. Why this happened in 1 hour, who knows? And look, Was it meaningful? Price gravitated right back to where it was before then. So who knows? Who cares? Listen to price. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that line now off the chart. The market is going to give us a couple key points, I think, to work with the pound dollar. It's going to revolve around this resistance area up here and this trend line down here. So what we're going to watch for really is a close below this trend line here on the hourly chart. On the 60-minute chart, we're going to go short, close above this point right here, this resistance level. On the hourly chart, we'll go long, being mindful that we're going to be taking some money and funding before we hit this level up here, leaving some money to run on the table. We break across this 4-hour trend line in here, we could run to the downsides for quite a bit. So there's nothing specifically saying, oh, look to target to pull money off the table. If you want to say a support and resistance level, all you have to do is look all the way back to the left. If you break to the downside, you may want to fund somewhere down right around that level or a little bit below. So really for the pound dollar for the upcoming November the 11th session, right, we're going to be looking for one buy and one sell. And as we've said in all our videos tonight, if you are on the hunt to eliminate stops, you are on the quest of the Holy Grail. There's several Grail quests. That is one of them. If you haven't heard all of our videos tonight, we've made different statements about this whole how to lose, blah, 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 blah. In every video, it's a little bit different. Take the time today to view all of these videos, right? And folks, if you're viewing the videos, just do me a favor. Rate it, right? If it's junk, tell me it's junk. I'm going to quit, roll it up, put it away. If it's good and you're learning some stuff from these videos overall, not every video, that's great. And if you're making some money, you better check an excellent box out, right? Then you're just being greedy for not checking the right box if it's some good stuff, all right? Right? That's fair. Don't you think that's fair? I think that that's fair. All right, because we want to see what we're doing that's good. We want to see what we're doing, what's bad, and we won't know unless you give us feedback. So it's important you do that. We'd appreciate it. And those are the two trades we're looking for on the pound dollar for the upcoming November the 11th session.